Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to The Longing once again. What a surprise. It's day 354. We're getting closer every day. Every minute, every second. We're getting a little bit closer. Today, and some of yesterday, I have been playing Skyrim. What a surprise. I've been playing Skyrim because it's a good game that I enjoy. And also there was that update that just came out. I think it's pretty good. The new update. I wouldn't have bought it if I hadn't got a bonus from work that was basically, I think it was a little bit under the price of the upgrade. If you already own the special edition, which is like the revamped version, then you don't have to pay as much for the anniversary edition, which I guess is good. You know, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I think my it sounds like my ears are off. Like one ear is louder than the other. Can someone let me know if that's true? Everything I'm looking at says that it's fine. But I know. Yeah, Skyrim's still a good game. It was, I think, £15 for me to upgrade to the anniversary edition from the special edition. The things that it comes with, I'll list them now. Fishing, and a bunch of Creation Club stuff. And I think the Creation Club stuff, I think it's pretty good. One of the major thing, the biggest thing is survival mode, which got a lot of backlash for being a Creation Club mod. I think that every Bethesda RPG should have it. It really adds depth to the whole game. It doesn't necessarily make the game more difficult, but it does make you kind of think more about what you're doing. It kind of makes you engage in the world more. It does make it more of an RPG, I think. Survival mode in Skyrim, I'll break it down real quick. It adds 3 stats that you have to keep track of. There's hunger, there's fatigue, and there's temperature. If you get too hungry, you lose your stamina. If you get too tired with fatigue, then you lose your magicka. If you get too cold, then you lose your health. And it just kind of, lowers the maximum of each of those gradually over time. And I've been playing on my save file for maybe 2-3 hours. And, I mean, I've not hit any problems. I have got a pretty full inventory of food. And, there's beds and stuff everywhere to sleep, and it's not difficult to keep warm. It does add some more stuff, but I'll just talk about the stats for now. And those stats, especially the hunger one, really make you kind of think about what you're doing more. So for hunger, everyone knows there's food in Skyrim, but, there's kind of the meme of eating 100 cheese wheels at once in the middle of a battle because a cheese wheel restores 2 points of health, and you need to restore, 100 points of health, so you eat a load of cheese. But now you can use that cheese, and there is a whole cooking mechanic in Skyrim. If you find a cooking pot, you can combine ingredients to make food, and the survival mode makes that useful. Because if you can combine 3 ingredients that all restore 2 points of hunger to make a dish that restores 300 points of hunger. So it's very useful. It's, I haven't played much, but I have already started to get the hang of some of the recipes. If you get raw meat and salt, you've got a meal right there that restores 200 hunger points. That's pretty good. And yeah, it does make you engage in that more. And it with the fatigue, it kind of goes with the fatigue system. Because the best way early on to sleep, the best place to sleep is obviously in an inn, because you don't have enough money for a house, and there are inns everywhere. And, there's one in every major town. And every inn also has a cooking pot, usually. I don't know if that's true, but it feels like it would be. I know the one in Whiterun does. So every inn has a cooking pot, so, you go out adventuring for a couple hours, go back to a town, you buy a room, you sleep, you cook a load of food, because you will have used a bunch out while you're out adventuring. You go out back on the road again. I think that's a really nice kind of, it makes you engage in the world more. It makes you have to sleep. It makes you have to buy a room. There's some other stuff. Survival mode drastically lowers your carrying weight, but it also adds backpack recipes. If you go to a forge, you can create a bunch of different backpacks, and they're not difficult to make. They require some leather and some wood. No, I think they require some leather and a corundum ingot, which isn't the rarest of ingot, but it's not the most common, you know. So for the first couple of dungeons, you can't pick up everything, and also lockpicks and arrows have weight, so you got to be careful about that too, especially if you're doing like an archery run. And so you can't pick up everything in the first couple of dungeons, but then when you get a backpack, boosts up your carry weight. You have a little bit more to work with. There are some backpacks also have other stuff, other kind of benefits. The one that I've made for my character also boosts my stamina by 20 points. I don't know how. I just put a bedroll on it. But it works. I just think that everything in the survival mode just kind of makes it a more full game. You know, when you're normally playing Skyrim on not survival mode, you're just walking around. There's nothing to do from point A to point B. I was saying this when I was playing The Long Dark. I was comparing it to Death Stranding. And, you know, when you play those survival games, you're going to a place, but you have stuff to do on the way. You have to think about your food. You have to think about your thirst or whatever. You have to think about how tired you are. And I think that works really well for a game like Skyrim. I think it would also work well for something like Fallout 4, which does have a survival mode, but I've never played it, and I think it just makes the game harder rather than doing anything meaningful. I hope that Elder Scrolls 6 comes with a survival mode either built into the game or just as a free extra. There are some more Creation Club mods that came with the Skyrim Anniversary Edition. I couldn't tell you what they are. It downloaded a bunch of stuff when I first booted it up. There was stuff like better armor. I've not made much armor. I haven't come across enough armor to know. But no, I think it's Skyrim. At the end of the day, it's Skyrim, and Skyrim is a pretty good game that I enjoy playing. If you're wondering what playthrough I'm doing, I'm doing a spell sword, who is a guy who's good at magic and at hitting things with a big sword. And for the survival mode, I think that's the best way to play, because I have to keep my fatigue up because I'm using magic, and if I get too tired, then my magic reduces. I have to keep my stamina up because I'm, doing power attacks with my swords and whatever. Obviously, you got to keep your health up no matter what. But I think I've got a good playthrough. I am having a lot of fun with it. I haven't played Skyrim in a hot minute, so it's nice to play it again. It's nice to know everything, but it's also nice. There are a couple of the mods that come with it do add quests or change quests or something. So I'm excited to play those. A little bit of extra content, a little bit of new content. I'm happy with it. I've also been playing a little bit of Assassin's Creed Origins, which is one of the best Assassin's Creed games. I'm going to say it. It's a really good game. It's a shame that Assassin's Creed Odyssey fell down so hard. Origins is... I don't know what it is about it, but it does just grab me, and it's so kind of wonderful and fantastical to me. And I really enjoy it. So I'm excited to play more of that. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is the only Assassin's Creed game I haven't completed, because it sucks and it is bad. And it's boring as hell. I don't like it. And I haven't played Valhalla because I'm worried that it'll be like Odyssey and I don't want to spend all the money on it. But for now, at least I have Assassin's Creed Oranges with its incredible photo mode and its wonderful boat riding. Those are the two games I've been playing today. I obviously wanted to talk about more about Skyrim because I've been playing it more. And I've been keeping doing the editing that I've been doing the last week or so. It's going fine. I'm learning new stuff every day, which is what we want. And I suppose that's going to be everything. It's the 12th of November, Friday the 12th of November. I'm going to go and watch Eternals tomorrow, which I don't think I'm excited about, but, it'll give me something to do. But for now, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. I hope you've all had a really good day. And I'll see you tomorrow.